Hi guys, so today I'm talking about some of the commonest misconceptions that I see in clients when it comes to approaching a journey of mental, emotional, and spiritual recovery, healing, and growth. And I suppose the first one I'm going to refer to is this idea that there is an end point, that at some stage you're going to feel like you're a success, or you've completed your journey, or you've finished, or you're done. And this just isn't the case when it comes to this sort of work. Now, I always make the analogy with, your physical fitness journey. I mean, you wouldn't go to the gym for a week and expect to stay in top physical condition for the rest of your life, consequently. So why would we think it's anyways different when it comes to our mental and emotional health? However, I find when clients have one of these aha or eureka moments in their therapy, that they feel like, oh my god, I didn't realize that about myself, and now that I know it, everything is going to be different. Now, you see, recognition is one thing. However, normally the habits, the ways of interpreting the world, the behaviors, our ways of thinking, they have been ingrained with us almost our entire life. They're our way of being, and they're highly automated. So, in order to work around them, in order to, I suppose, transcend them, we need to continuously be aware of them. We always need to keep them in our consciousness, as opposed to just being like, okay, well, now that I know this, it'll be fine, it's not going to happen again. So it's important that you understand that things like triggers, they're always going to be there. You're always going to be tempted to revert back to old ways of behaving. And I think sometimes people feel a little bit turned off by this. They're like, well, if I can't have guaranteed success or guaranteed recovery, then why would I bother do this? And I suppose the mentality there is, okay, either way you're going to lose. I mean, ultimately, if you choose not to do this, then you'll just stay exactly the way that you are, whereas at least you stand a chance with this. You're able to create an awareness, and you're able to tackle some of those maladaptive ways of living, maladaptive ways of interacting with other people. As I said, it doesn't come with any guarantees, and it requires consistency. It requires you to always show up for yourself, and ultimately try to always show up for others. And that can sound very overwhelming, but it's actually not. It's like anything, it's like a muscle. When you train it, you will get stronger. So it's not always going to feel as difficult as it does in the initial phases. Also, another thing that people tend to focus on is what I refer to, and I think it's Stephen Covey's original idea, the circle of concern. So the circle of concern is everything that we worry about, and it's basically, what we tend to focus on when it comes to things in our life not being right. So we tell ourselves, if I just change my body, if I just change my relationship, if I just change my job, if I move house, if I make more money, if I'm more successful, things will be better. And then we have our circle of influence, which is inside of the circle of concern, and that's basically things that we can influence, which are things like we can talk to other people, or we can, I suppose, we can change the way that we eat, we can do a certain amount of things. And then we have our circle of control, and that is basically ourselves, because ultimately the only thing that we can control is our thoughts and our behaviors. I mean, we can't control how we feel, we can't control our automatic triggers. However, we can control the behaviors and the thoughts that come afterwards. And that can be really frustrating for people, because we live in a society where we feel like success should be, we should be able to buy it, that we shouldn't have to work hard all of the time. And yet that's exactly what this sort of work entails, that you have to work hard, that you have to be disciplined, that you have to be committed, but that ultimately it's a beautiful journey to be able to transcend all of the bullshit that has gone before, that has been holding you back from enjoying your life. If this is something that you would like to work with me on, get in touch with me on the website. It's fundamentals.ie. You'll also catch me on Facebook and Instagram. I do loads of regular content on my YouTube channel, which is Fiona Feely, so go check it out. And I also do a regular podcast with Neil O'Brien. It's called Touchy and Feely. It's available on iTunes and Spotify, so go check it out and let us know what you think. As always, if there's anything specific you would like me to discuss on these little mini videos, please do not hesitate to let me know. Hope everyone has an amazing day.